Here's to you. What? You've been bugging me all morning. We're gonna do it once and that's it. Once. You understand me? What's cracking, lads? How's everybody doing? We got a little update on the old hot rod. The old hot rod. Well, there's some good progress on it. Actually, this is what we got. Of course, the body and the front end is marked up. This piece is just sitting there. That top's just sitting there, but everything else is done. We did all this today. Headlights, radiator hoses, working on the body. Matter of fact, let me put you down, boys. I'll show you what we got done. Sit right there. Alright, so got our interior mostly together. Here's our interior. Our seats actually work. Our seats actually work. So that's pretty cool. Even though we're never gonna be able to get to them because it's gonna be all locked up. Well, except for one the driver's side window. But yeah, that's what we got done. All this got done today. I'll show you the underneath. Pretty simple, boys. Not a whole lot to it. I'm waiting to hook that up to the steering column, which is right there, and I had to put a piece of aluminum over the steering column because it wasn't long enough. When I was marking things up, I tried to get the steering wheel onto the end of it, and it kept banging. It kept banging into this, because this is where the steering wheel comes up through here, obviously. And I tried to get it, but the steering wheel kept banging on this, so I was going to put a piece of aluminum on it anyway, which I had, but I cut it the same length. But then I had to make it like, I don't know, I think I made it like another 5-6 millimeters longer, which made all the difference in the world. So no more banging on that. That's all done. We got our doors done. We got the glass on the passenger side, no glass on the driver's side. And that's for a reason. That's so I can get the, I'll be able to get the steering wheel on, because I could not build this the way they tell you in the directions. I have never seen anything more messed up in my life. Just was not going to go the way that they said to go for it to go together. So I had to do it I'm just doing it the easiest way for me. Oh, we use we got the treads down. the tread stuff down on the running boards. I like using that stuff. It looks a lot more realistic. I bought like a 20-foot roll of it um, Home Depot for about $8. You'll have it for the rest of your life, but I use it on all my old cars. And now with the body. So what I've decided to do, guys, because the hinges were just so far off and not even worth using. Everything's gonna be solid. I've been working on the seams, trying to get these to do. I'm gonna see if I can make it seamless. And the reason also because this back door fit like into an inset, you know what I mean? So there was like a little lip on the inside here where it sat. Well, the only problem was right down around here on both sides, it wasn't deep enough. It was fine up here, and then when it, like I said, it got down to about here. It went from being like this deep to like this deep, and the whole bottom section of this door, was out here somewhere. And I'm like, what the hell am I gonna do with that? So what I ended up doing was I cut off that inside little runner. I cut this thing off. This was sticking out longer. This is just the back side of it. I cut it off on both sides. I had to make a piece out of a couple pieces of styrene because of this. One straight piece wouldn't fit in there, so I glued two pieces together, you know what I mean? And then cut the curve. A little sanding, a little molding. So we're going to give it a shot of primer. I'm going to do the same thing with the doors. The doors are going in. Those are going to get all put in and mounted permanently. And then I'm going to try to fit that whole thing onto this. Because this has to sit up in here. In the directions, they just want you to put this piece on, just on these two little things. No windshield in it. I'm like, nah, how the hell are you gonna do that? I'm just too afraid of snapping something off. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's quite the quite the experience. But I think she's coming out good. I'm real happy with how those seats came out. Real happy with how those came out. We're using this. I've got it on my little heating pad, and I tell you, I wish I would have bought one of these a long time ago. Can't tell you how good they work. And then the other thing I did was I took that can of Rust-Oleum out back last night, and before I painted the seats, and I put it on my drill. I took a long drill bit and a couple of hose clamps that were big enough to go around the can and the drill bit, tightened it up real good, and for about 3 minutes I just stood there letting that thing spin around. It almost pulled my arm out of my socket. But yeah, it just seemed to come out a lot better, looked a lot better. So maybe that's the key. Just mixing it longer than I was mixing it. You know what I mean? Because I'd mix it, but I think I said to myself, you know what, just let it go. So I just stood there for as long as I could take it. It had to be 3.5 minutes. So, but I was real happy with how that looked, how that paint come out. So, but we're getting there. We are getting there. I want to get this thing done. I'm not even going to pull out another motor until this is done. I want to start my I think I'm going to call it Wheels Through Time, but I think that's already used by somebody. I think it's the motorcycle. There's a motorcycle YouTube channel called Wheels Through Time, I think. Maybe we'll just do Cars Through History or so. I don't know. Brass era cars. I don't know. Will somebody come up with a good name, and maybe I'll use that. Oh, that's good beer. Yeah, not much yet. Yesterday it was kind of like a lazy day around here. We were after all the big cooking of the ribs. Son, oh man, those ribs come out good, Good God, those ribs. Those are probably the best rack of ribs I've cooked. Hands down, period. They were, it was a good recipe. It was, yeah, they were just, and that pineapple, man, that pineapple was like eating candy. Oh, it was unbelievable. It was so good. So good. And Mrs. Mac made jalapeno corn muffins, and she makes a great broccoli salad. And it's got stuff that you wouldn't think would taste good together, but it's just amazing. It's like one of my favorite salads now. It's got raisins in it and pine nuts but oh my broccoli, but oh my God, is it good? It's just unbelievable. So, but yeah, there we are, fellas. Again, like I said, I'm real happy with how this brown's looking. I think she's looking pretty good, considering it's the cluster rough that it is as a kit or for a kit. But yeah, like I said, more work on the doors. I gotta get them doors in. Gotta put the doors in all morning. Can I do it? Can I do it? Can I do it? And I was like, dude, really? Christ, I got enough of that happening around here. What? You know him. Push, push, push. All right, fellas, I'm out of here. Friday Constitutional, definitely Friday Constitutional. See if we can get that middle mast somewhat together and built so I can rig that. And then the aft mast, and then it's just a couple of lifeboats need to be put on. And the friggin' rigging and the F Woodies. Here's to you, you magnificent bastards. Have a good one, Lords. Yeah, Lords. Have a good one, boys. Peace out.